Hi, everybody. This is BC Sports Today. I'm Jon Meterparel with the women's soccer coach, Jason Lowe, in his fourth year. Jason, it's certainly been an eventful tenure for you at BC thus far, and you're off to a terrific start this year at 4-1-3. Why have you succeeded?
I think we've matured as a team. You know, the group of seniors that we have came in with me. My first year was their first year, so we've got a really good veteran group that's kind of leading us. And then I think we've finally gotten through, COVID and all that, gotten the recruits on campus that we really needed to fill some gaps. So group came in July for summer school and has been working ever since. And I think that really helped us get off to a good start.
Since you've been at BC, what have you learned about yourself as a coach?
A lot. Learned more than I ever expected managing through a pandemic and what that all took. I think just mostly sticking to the plan and sticking to the program that we wanted to build and believe in. And I think now that we're starting to see the fruits of our labor, it's definitely been worth it, but it's been a rocky few years to get there, especially with all the other variables involved. But I think just learning to now I think trust the players a little bit more now that they understand kind of our culture and how we want to play, and just giving them a little bit more freedom. So just kind of growing in some of those areas.
What's the vision for you down the road, not only this year, but what do you want to establish?
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about, climbing up the rough side of the mountain, and, the key to that is once you get there, you want to be able to stay there. So I think that's kind of how we built the program, where, now if a player's out, that we've got somebody else who can step in and fill that role. And I think we want to continue that through recruiting and just in the way we build the program in the future, that we just kind of keep reloading and keep improving as we go through. But the foundation, kind of stays the same.
You have a great foundational piece in Sam Smith. Why is she such a good player?
Sammy is Sammy. She brings so much to the table, personality. But she's, I really give her credit because we finally, this spring was her first off season that she's had since she's been at BC. They got sent home after her freshman year for COVID. We didn't have one the second year because we played. So last year was really the first time we've gotten to work with her in the off season, and her growth was tremendous. I mean, we added so much to her game, and now she can score with both feet. She understands when to come inside, when to go outside, and I think she's really, being named a captain gave her an extra boost. So her leadership has kind of gone up a notch, and just really happy to see her continued growth.
You got some great games on the schedule coming up, including Friday night against Florida State, 12th-ranked Seminoles. Why should fans come to the Newton campus and watch BC women's soccer?
I mean, if you can get a better opening game, right? I mean, we just watched 1,200 fans at men versus Clemson, number one team, and Florida State's our equivalent. When they're coming in and defending national champions. We've been down there, I think 3 times since I've been here, 3 times, and so to finally have them back at home. Doubleheader with the men. Field hockey's playing across the way, so I think it'll just be a great atmosphere, and 2 really good soccer teams going at each other. So it should be an exciting game.
Should be a terrific weekend. Jason Lowe, we appreciate your time on BC Sports Today. Go get them.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to BC Sports Today. I'm Jon Meterparel. It's a pleasure to be joined by Sammy Smith, who is a BC star women's soccer player. Sammy, your senior year, can you believe it?
No, not at all. It's flown by.
Now, where does the time go? But one thing's for sure, you've made an impact on the pitch and off. Why have you been successful?
I give a lot to my teammates. They set me up, they put me in the right position, and my job is to score, and that's kind of what I do.
See, that's a good teammate. Give credit to others, but I think they'll probably tell you that you're a pretty good striker. Why do you think you've improved throughout your career?
I think one thing that I've really improved on is just my confidence behind the ball. This year especially, I've worked on my 1v1 moves, so I am more confident taking people on and making my own opportunities while also using my teammates to set me up.
And as far as the team success goes, are you happy with where you're at?
I think there's a lot of room for development, and I'm excited to see how we do in these next few games because they're real tests.
Big one coming up this weekend against Florida State. What do you expect?
Yeah, I expect an exciting game. I think we're going to hold our own and take what comes our way.
And your coach, Jason Lowe, said that you're a joy to coach because you work hard. You take pride in your work ethic?
Yeah, I get mad at my mistakes and I try and fix them the next time. And he's learned that over the years that I take everything hard on myself. So,
What do you think you need to do to continue that?
I think I just need to continue practicing hard and setting the level every day and just keep playing my game.
In year one and now your senior year, what's the single biggest lesson you've learned as a BC athlete?
Biggest lesson, I'd probably say just keep your head up. Don't let anything really get to you, and use your teammates' shoulders and just kind of stay together through everything that comes your way.
And now's your time to pitch why fans should come to your games.
Well, especially tomorrow night, free pizza. Free pizza if you want to come, 4 o'clock, Newton campus.
Now that's a win.
That's a win, yeah.
Do we know what type of pizza?
I think we got cheese and pepperoni, so
All right.
yeah.
All right. See
Big
that?
incentive,
That's all you had to say to me.
yeah.
I'm in. Well done. Sammy Smith, good luck.
We'll see you there.
You got it. This is BC Sports Today. I'm Jon Meterparel with BC star women's soccer defender Sydney Moore. You ever been called a star before?
Every day.
It doesn't surprise me. Now, I got to tell you, folks, she is the, I guess, self-proclaimed funniest person on the team.
Yes.
Is that correct? How did that come about?
It's just obvious I'm the funniest. I just like to make people laugh. I use humor in every aspect of my life. And I feel like it brings some light and uplifts our team. So I just like to make people laugh.
Are we talking practical jokes? Are we talking just jokes? Are we talking...
I'm really good at being sarcastic. Some people don't know if I'm joking at times. Yeah. And I love to make fun of Laura Govin. So if she's watching this, I'm coming for you, Laura.
No, why is Laura a target?
She's just a silly girl, and she's really good at taking my jokes. She's a good sport about it.
Well, that sounds like you need those on a team now.
Yeah.
You keep it light, so that clearly helps. What have you done on the field to contribute?
I feel like I'm a pretty calm presence, and as a senior, I have the 4-year experience here, so I like to see myself as a leader sometimes, and kind of just calm everyone down and play our game.
Do you feel like this is going to be a terrific year for BC? You're off to a 4-1-3 start. What do you have to do to keep it going?
I think that once we start ECCs, we're going to have to elevate to another level, and once we get to that level, we're just going to have to keep our momentum. And I think that our senior class has a lot of experience, and we've been a core group of this team these past 4 years, so now that we're seniors and now that we've come into leadership, it's going to be really cool for us in the ACC season.
How do you lead? What's your leadership style?
I am a loud person, and sometimes our team could be a little quiet, so sometimes I like to just keep the energy up, yell at people, just like make jokes once again, and just uplift energy.
As far as your coaching staff goes, what have you learned from Jason Lowe and the assistants?
I think that they're very determined coaching staff. They're very optimistic, and they're always thinking of the bright side of things, which helps us.
If I was to say, how would I define Sydney as a defender?
As a defender, I'm not much of like a mean defender. I'm more of a technical type of person, type of player. So.
Did you always know that you wanted to play college soccer?
Yeah, it wasn't really like people come up in high school and they'd be like, am I going to play college soccer? Am I not? Like, that was never really a thought in my head. Like, I was always just going to do it. And it wasn't really like an incentive. Like, I just love playing soccer, and it just so happened that I got here in the midst of it.
And why BC for Sydney?
I didn't want to stay home in New York, but I also didn't want to go far. And academics is super important to me, as well as the high-level athletics. And BC was just the perfect fit for that, and it's also just a pretty campus. Like, it gives you motivation to get out of bed each morning and walk to class.
And I've heard, coming up against Florida State, it's a free pizza game.
I have heard that too. I've heard that there's pepperoni and cheese. So if you're into pizza, show up.
You are going to be a heck of a star someday. Not only you're a star now, but
Thank you,
you
sir.
know what? Moving forward, watch out for this one. Sydney Moore on BC Sports Today. Good luck.
Thank you.